Space is open to us now. We go into space.
I've been holding my action. It's time to go.
Welcome to our game, Up and Away. It's Dungeons and Dragons. So, if you like that kind of thing, and you're new here, please subscribe. Also hit that like button for D&D content. We're the Dix in the Dark. I'm DM Steve. Hello, everybody. Garrett, what's going on?
Oh boy. Just ready to, I don't know, see what happens.
I feel like your mic is a little hot, but...
Oh, is it the wrong one again?
I don't know, it could be. It's possible. Dan, my brother. Hello.
What's up? Hey.
Hey. Cameron.
That's it.
Hey, how's it going?
You didn't seem like you had anything else to say, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
So, I moved on. How's your back, man?
It's actually cleared up. It is. It's been doing well, and
Nice.
I think my daily pull-ups have definitely helped to.
Oh, right on. You're doing daily pull-ups. How many can you do?
Depends on the grip style. Underhand grip, which is easiest. I can pump out about 12 right now in one go. Overhand is about half as much, and then there's side grip as well, which I don't know how much I can do about that. Probably around 10, but
Right on.
multiple sets of that every day, pretty good for you.
Get really good with that side grip.
Yeah. Get that side grip going. Hell yeah. Harro, what's up?
Nothing much.
Are you moved into your new spot yet, or no?
I'm not.
Not yet. Okay.
Where
Cool.
Where are you living now?
I'm
You
in
bought a
DC
house.
right now.
Are you moving to DC?
No.
No. He's
Just
going
kidding.
further south, so I was just wondering when do you think you're headed?
Okay.
I don't know. We ran into some complications, so
Oh,
we'll figure it
okay.
out.
All right.
So,
I'll talk
Dad,
to
I'm
you.
moving in with you.
Yeah, I'll talk to you off stream about that. I suppose then. And Jay, hello.
I don't know if people can tell, but what do they think about me shaving?
Well, people can't tell. So, what you need to do is here's what you need to do. You need to get like a mask that's just the top of your face. Like
No,
no.
I'm just wondering if they thought it was better this way.
well, I don't know.
Actually,
We
it looks
can't
like you cut
see.
yourself.
Yeah, it does look like
Yeah,
you
it looks
cut
like you need to
yourself
get a
shaving.
fucking tampon for your
Yeah.
period stain there, buddy.
Definitely. Garrett, how's your mic? Let's see.
Hopefully better. Any clearer?
Yeah, I think that sounds better. Does that sound better? Talk again?
It says it's using the right mic, so if it's
Yeah.
not better, then I don't know what else I would do.
Yeah, I think
You
that's
sound
I
normal
think,
to me.
I think it's better. I think it's good. I think we're all right. All right. Cool. Well, let's get over to the game. And if we could have a vibe.
Of course.
$31.
Not bad.
Middle of the road.
Yeah.
Middling
Middling.
again. Yep.
It's closer to low than it is to high. And I think we've figured out that low is maybe the better way, but
Yeah.
I don't know. So, last time on Up and Away, Volume 3, the party had boarded the Destiny, which has been taken over by the malevolent, evil Prince Lorr, or his clone body, or whatever's controlling his clone body. You're not even really sure yet. But you're traveling through the halls, trying to get to the engine room. Anya has gone through a maintenance access tube to try and scout ahead beyond some force fields, which could cut you to pieces. But there's some kind of a noise in the tube with her, possibly one of the deadly drones. And then, of course, Guthix and our new friend Rybo are headed back down to the bay with Matt's gear. And that's pretty much where we are. Right?
You
I
know,
think.
I'm expecting a snowstorm at any moment.
Any moment.
We haven't had a snowstorm in years, Dan. I think you're
There-
traumatized.
Yeah, yeah.
Snowstorm, either that or a Gretchen.
Well, there's a possibility of some craziness tonight for sure. And I've been hiding, like, I guess you could call them spoilers in the thumbnails for like weeks and weeks now. So
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah. So I don't know if you're paying attention or if anybody's looking at them very close or not. Probably not. Everybody's probably just
Well,
kind of
I'm gonna do it right now. So
peeking at them,
Actually,
but
that's the thing. It's like I see it on my phone, and I'm like, oh, okay,
you're
that's
like,
fine.
oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, yeah.
Although I must say that that what you put out here, uh, just last week, put it on Instagram
Oh,
and
my like
and
promo, my little
the
trailer.
promo,
Yeah,
that trailer promo, that's fire.
thanks. I appreciate that.
was really good.
Yeah. I used AI to animate that sun thing.
Yeah.
But the ship animation and everything else I did myself, and yeah, it's good. It's good. Uh, that's obviously the reason, Garrett, the other day I asked you about the song
Yeah.
because I wanted to get a clean. It was good to have the whole thing too because I kind of was able to. I didn't take exactly what we used for the opening, so it's good. Good stuff. Fun stuff. But here we are. We're ready, guys. So,
That's what Prince Lorr looks like, huh?
yeah, you already knew what he looked like because obviously you've had his clone body
I mean, that's true.
in your possession for a while. Plus, you've seen him animated essentially from the show. So, you kind of have an idea. Um all right. So, actually, probably the very first thing is let's go ahead and check to see if our friends Guthix and Ribo are going to have an encounter. They don't have far to go. They're sneaking back through the halls. Let me, just so that we can refresh ourselves, I'll pull up the Destiny map. See here. So the main party is basically about right here. They're kind of at the beginning of engineering section. Guthix and Ribo had to go back here and then down the way that you guys came. So they had to go back through some corridors, past the crew quarters, down some maintenance tubes to get to the lower bay. And they, fortunately for them, avoided any contact with anyone. So Lower bay here. But you know what? All those people are
Hey, we're all
gone.
back.
Hey, we've started over.
Yes. What are you guys doing there? You're not supposed to be there.
Rummy's running over
Wait a minute.
here.
Yeah, Guthix and Ribo run into our clones.
Yeah, the clones. All right. So Guthix and where's my man here? Oh, he's big. No. They make it into the bay. You don't see anyone here out in the bay, but you do see, of course, the two ships, and over to the right, by, I think there was a pile of, yeah, over to the right, next to the Sin ship, there's a pile of crates,
I'm
and
not sure
it's,
if you I'm not sure if you if you realize this, but the only thing that the stream can see is the people on the stream is Guthix in a big black box.
I mean, yeah,
That's all they
basically,
can see.
Can I
that's
not see my dark vision?
that's yeah, that's I mean, that's all there is to see really at the moment. There's nothing else to see because I mean, you can see the outlines of ships, you can see the outlines of
No,
boxes.
no, not on YouTube, not on the stream.
Unless the stream is not streaming what I'm streaming.
I mean, I'm looking at it right now.
Uh, I don't I don't know. I don't know what you're seeing, Dan.
I can't move it back.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stream right now, and they can see what Gothic sees. I mean, it
Yeah.
is dark. Again, there's no light
Mhm.
there, so yeah, yeah. No, I don't. You're too concerned with the stream, Dan. Don't worry about the
All
stream.
right.
Worry about the
We'll soon
game, my
be
dude.
we'll soon be
Um,
moving around and you'll see stuff.
yeah, yeah. So yes, Guthix and Rybo have come down. They're in the dark bay, and like I said, you can't really see anyone. So where are you headed? Because at the moment, you don't see Matt, who told you that he was going to meet you down there here. Though he might not have been as swift as you, and you didn't run into anything. He might have.
Um, okay. Well, if I don't see anyone, then I'm going to check up on our friends that were supposed to be staying inside the ships. So I will go over here and knock on the door.
All right. You go over, and as soon as you go over, the door opens, and you can see inside that the commander and some crewmen are in here. Guthix, Rybo, what's going on? What are you doing back here?
Yes. Well, I found my good friend Rybo here, hiding out in the dormitory area. and I thought it would be best if I guide him back. I'm also supposed to meet Matt around here. I've got some of his tools that he needed, but I don't see him about. Have you guys heard anything recently? Has there been conflict?
No, I haven't. I haven't gotten any communication from Matt. You said he's coming here?
I believe we were supposed to meet right around here, but I didn't see him.
It's likely he's coming to try and get the bay doors open. We can't get these ships out without being able to unlock the doors.
So where would he? Was he in the other ship? Where would he be coming from?
Matt told you that he's coming from the aft bay.
Okay. Well
So,
then, was what's his name? The guy I was guiding. What's his name?
oh, Rybo.
Rybo. That's right. Uh, did he intend on staying here with the other party members or the other NPCs, or what was his
Ah,
goal?
he's kind of like, well, what do you need me to do? Well, it looks like you're hurt. We'll try and get you patched up first. And, Guthix, do you need any assistance?
I think I'm all right. I really just came back here to deliver tools and help escort um, Rybo, who was hurt.
Did you want to
Uh,
leave the tools with us?
well, now that I'm all the way here, I might as well continue to the aft bay. I don't know how far ahead the others made it when I left them. Um, have you had any communications with them?
No, we haven't heard anything.
All right. Then, just to be sure that Matt is okay, I think I'll continue. Um, as the aft bay is just a little bit further down. Uh, but I will likely return back and check in once more before I continue on to the engineering bay.
All right. So Guthix leaves the tools, all the equipment, and Rybo with the commander here. And what? So you're just to be clear, you're gonna try to meet Matt from where he's coming from. Is that the idea? Like you're
Yeah,
gonna
you
try and
know,
like meet him halfway to the.
he's he's probably less equipped than I would be to be venturing out with dangerous drones and whatever else is going on. So
Right, right, right.
not really a
Okay,
big deal.
okay, gotcha. All right, so Guthix begins to head to the aft bay. Are you actually going to stop anywhere else before? I should ask you that. Are you going to stop to talk to the other party or no?
Yeah, I mean they're just in the other ship right beside of this one. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean they're off over here. Uh,
yeah, I'll venture over and take a knock at their ship door.
okay. So over in the Sin ship, is everyone else. And we'll actually go back a little bit because we haven't really done much with these guys since everyone else left. So, first of all, because obviously there's party members here, is anybody doing anything?
Yes.
Like
So
so from the time that the other party leaves, is what are the
so
actions that that everybody's gonna do?
so Mary is gonna try to get Mike and Sid, because we're physically hooked to the destiny.
Hmm.
She wants to see if she can get Mike and Sid to maybe reroute some power from this Sin ship to the destiny,
Like you did with the
so that
derelict ship.
hmm so
Okay.
that we can try to communicate maybe with the bridge or with anybody else that might be near a comm.
Okay.
So that is what Mary is suggesting.
Okay. All right. All right. So the plan has to do with Sid. So I'll ask you next, Garrett. Um, Going along with Mary's plan, or does Sid have any other ideas?
No, I'll go along. I was just trying to remember how we did that to the past ship. I thought Matt gave us like a generator and then we brought it in.
Hmm. You did.
Uh,
However, you are aware that this Sin ship likely has it's a bigger ship. It's got a lot more. It's the ship that you were in before was the Explorer. Explorer doesn't really
right.
have like a ton of power, so this ship might have more. It's just trying to figure out how to kind of interface the Sin power and get power out from that into the Destiny could be complex.
All right. I'll give it a shot.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Mike was part of that plan too? Was that the Dan?
That's what she
So
said. Yeah,
she was gonna ask Mike
she was going to
about
ask
that.
Sid and Mike because they seem to have more
Yeah,
more
yeah.
experience. You
Experience.
know what I mean?
Gotcha. All
hmm
right. What about
Who
Timmy?
else? Who else is with us here?
Well,
Yeah, I
Timmy, in
think I was
fact,
going to try to help.
yeah, and I was gonna say, you have a skill, don't you? Now, don't you have
I
a
have
a?
I have powered tech, but I
Yeah,
mean my general
Ah,
character development has been trying to aim for more, engineering based things. So
I would say
I
that
have a
powered
little bit of
tech
experience.
skill
I
would
forgot
be
about that. So
appropriate.
yeah, that's a good. Yeah,
Let me
All
want me
right,
to go ahead and roll that now.
not yet. I just want to get everybody first before
Okay.
I start adjudicating things. Uh, what about Ren? Is Ren doing anything, or is he just kind of chilling?
He's just chilling.
Just chilling. Okay. And then let's see. The only other people in here are NPCs.
clowns to the
Um,
left of me, jokers to the right.
yeah. Let's see. The clowns don't have much to say about that. Let me
The
do
clowns are
something
probably
real
the
quick.
clowns are probably still tied up.
Oh yeah. The only thing they should be saying is I have to pee.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a
The
bathroom
clowns are
break.
still tied up. All right. So yeah, I think that is everybody. So go ahead and yeah, we'll have we'll have Timmy roll his skill.
Ooh.
Hmm.
This is a little bit different than the weapons that I'm used to, and you know, working on the shit. What they're not cars. What were they called?
Speedsters.
Race speedsters. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, you're finding that the Sin power technology is somewhat different, and adapting it seems like it might be some work. Sid, go ahead and make an intelligence check. There's going to be a penalty to it, though.
Sure.
Still good, though. You think that it might be possible to make some sort of an adapter. The only problem is you don't have parts, but there might be parts in the ship.
On the ship. Yep.
Matt might have parts, that sort of thing. So you think there's a possibility you could make an adapter and figure that out. And actually, if you were somehow able to contact Matt, that might be even better because he might be able to give you some additional technical information.
All right. I will
So are
relay that,
there-
and then I want to get a party to go out and find the stuff.
Are there also crates aboard this one?
So this one has like there is a crate right here. That crate seems to be full of weapons.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Oh, that's excellent. Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, this crate over here is full of weapons.
so Sid says that the best way to do this is to actually go out and maybe scour around the. I guess we're hooked to the bay. We're hooked to like the forward bay, right?
What? No, you're hooked to the side of the bottom bay. Wait, what did I call it? The bottom bay. That doesn't sound right.
The bottom bay.
The lower bay.
The lower bay.
the bottom.
Thank
the
you.
bottom
I
bay.
was like, it's at the bottom of the ship. The bottom bay just sounds. That sounds weird though. It
We're
sounds
gonna
kind of
call
naughty.
this the bottom bay.
Yeah. No, the lower bay. So you're like on the side of the lower bay.
Well, we're okay. So there's a bay that we could actually like get out. Are
Mhm.
there
You're
are there
on
flashlights?
what is the right side?
Are
Is
there
that starboard? The right side of the ship? I can't
port?
remember.
Yes.
Port.
Port.
Wait.
Nope. Port is left.
Port's left, right?
Correct.
Starboard's right.
I thought port. Yeah.
It's
Nope.
aft.
Nope. Four
Aft
letters
is
and
the
left.
back.
Aft is
Yeah.
back.
Forward.
Aft
It's
is the back.
forward.
So
Stern is
so
forward.
so
Anyway.
you're connected to the starboard
It's a field
side,
goal.
lower on the ship. So like if we were looking at the actual destiny here, it's actually facing the way that you would be. So you're actually hooked right here underneath the wing.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So we're actually really close to the cargo hold.
Well, I mean, you're next to you're next to the cargo hold as well. I mean, all of
Okay.
these lower bays, there's like the cargo hold is actually full of like supplies. It's full of the stuff that you that you took with you. So there's like healing stuff, there's some like dried goods, food and stuff like that. Like
Okay.
stuff that you
Okay.
actually brought with you from your world. Is
Okay.
mostly what's in the cargo hold is like supplies. The
So
lower bay is the one that has the other Sin ship and the gang, the one that Guthix is going down to at the moment. And then the aft bay is the one that has pretty much all the other ships.
okay. So in the Sin ship with the weapons, are there headlamps?
Who's
Or
who's going through that? Because nobody
uh,
really
Ma-
like yeah,
Mary
nobody
started to go through it.
has really like
since
gone
since
through
she's
that.
asked since I asked, Mary is the one who's actually going through that
Okay.
because she was originally looking for other parts, but now that she's found weapons and things like that,
Hmm.
she's like, oh, well, maybe we can, head. And somebody said, oh, maybe we can go out. It's dark. Headlamps.
Yes. So what she found is there actually are some energy rifles, and the energy rifles um, have
Oh, they like the
auto
type.
torches
Are,
on
are
them.
they are they like the Type 1 phaser rifles?
Yeah, they're like the big rifles. Like they're like big
Yeah. Yeah.
ones. So there's only
Okay.
there's
Okay.
only
Yeah.
a handful of people in your party that can even use those because I think they're fighter only or something like that. And maybe thief can. I don't know. I'd have to look at it. But anyway, they're like big long range rifles essentially. They're like sniper rifle type
Hmm.
rifles. But those have auto torches on them. So essentially flashlights that can be like pulled off.
Oh, okay. So we can actually take the torches from those.
Yeah, yeah. The idea is that
Okay.
you could walk around with the rifle and have
Yeah.
the thing on
Are
the
there
end of
any
it.
other
But
smaller weapons?
uh there are those long range rifles, and then there are the standard pistol, not the small ones, but the regular standard energy pistols. Mary's like rooting around in there, and as she's as she's doing it, something like kind of jumps. Like, what the fuck was that? Is there like an insect or a rat or something in there? And have Mary make a saving throw versus
Mary's gonna pass out again.
let's call it
Probably.
paralyzed turned to stone. Let's do that.
Almost.
Yeah.
It rolled up to that 17, but then it rolled back down to that 7. So I think Mary's going to pass out again.
so so Mary like she screams. This thing, it looks like a little black spider, jumps onto her. It jumps onto her wrist and then kind of latches onto her wrist. And she feels like a pinch down into her skin. And then she feels like this cold thing like go up into her arm, and her eyes roll back into her head, and she kind of starts seizing.
Oh God.
So she's over here. Now the only person, I mean, she screams, so people up here can hear her. But the only person that's like really close is Ren. So Ren is really and the clowns, of course. Ren and the clowns are the only ones that actually see this happen.
So it's just like a spider.
It looks like a spider. It like clamps onto her arm, and then you think you kind of see something like shoot up her arm, and her eyes roll back into the back of her head, and she kind of like starts to like twitch a little bit.
Hmm.
Dan, roll a constitution check.
Nope.
All right. So she kind of like seizes, her eyes are rolled back into her head, and then she just kind of falls limp to the floor. Did
Is
anybody
that bug
from the
still on her?
Yeah, it's still it's like attached to her wrist. And like when you're looking at it, it almost looks like a little metal spider.
And it's just not moving. It's just attached to her wrist at this point.
Yeah. Now it's just like it's like are you looking at it close?
Yeah, I'll walk over and see what's going on.
It's you like look at it and like you swear it was like a thing that like jumped up onto her. But as you look at her wrist, it almost looks like it's just a shiny tattoo on her wrist now. It's pretty weird.
I'll poke it. Does it feel like metal?
No, it feels like your skin now. Min and Tanalana, when they hear the scream, they run back.
Yeah, I will run over as well
Okay.
as I hear it.
So you go back and you see that yeah, Mary is now lying on the ground. Ren's he's kind of looking at her wrist, and you can see this like weird thing that definitely was not there before. It looks like a tattoo, but it's almost like shiny, almost like a metallic tattoo.
Can I do like a just basic medical check on Mary to see like is she breathing? Is she conscious? Is like
Yeah,
check her vitals essentially.
yeah, you reach down, you check her pulse. She has a pulse. It doesn't seem to be weak or anything. She's breathing. It appears that she's just passed out. Dan, go ahead and make another Constitution check.
Yeah. See, this is like 50% of her normal state. Either she's awake or she's passed out.
Freaking the fuck out.
Well, I mean that's
Very classic.
That's kind of how that works.
that is kind of how that works for everybody, though. Either you're awake or you're not. Generally.
Okay.
All right. So
All right, this is better.
Mary kind
Is
of
it
like
one of those where she comes up and goes,
Yeah, exactly. So like you're kind of looking, her wrist twitches as you touch her, and she kind of goes, "Ugh," and she like wakes up, her eyes open wide. Dan, roll a d4.
Ooh,
2.
2.
All right. Mary wakes up. Her head is like swimming. She's like trying to think, but her thoughts are weird. Why is she thinking in this foreign language? It's really strange. She's starting to adjust to it, and she now, well, she can now speak Sin, and
Okay.
she has +2 to her intelligence.
Wait, what?
She can
Oh my
can
God,
speak
she
Sin,
got Spider-Man.
and she is like
Yes, she did.
+2 to her intelligence.
Is,
But here's the
is
thing.
this something? So, wait a minute. Before I do this, is it a permanent thing?
It's permanent for now. Let's put it that way. Obviously, you keep noted
Yeah,
your
better.
your previous strength.
No, intelligence.
Or I mean, in strength, intelligence. That's what I meant. Keep noted your previous intelligence. I mean, you can even mark it somewhere in the character sheet or whatever. But yeah, keep that noted. But everybody that's looking at Mary now, obviously she's wearing like clothes, so you can't really see like her arm and stuff. But like you see this, there's like this shiny line that's like comes up her neck and comes like to her temple, and then there's kind of like some little lines here and they're like really shiny, and so like she's got this like thing now, and it's like right here, and it's it's subtle, but like like when she turns her head sometimes it like kind of glints. It's like it's weird looking, and it almost looks like there's like something running through it, even though it just looks like a line drawn on her skin. It's pretty weird.
Okay, so Mary's gonna walk. She's gonna steel herself, and she's gonna get up. She's gonna go over to a terminal. So she's gonna walk over.
Hun, are you okay? That was Min.
Yes. She's gonna walk over to the terminal here.
Everybody, Mary didn't realize, but when she said yes, now all your translators picked it up and translated as yes, but she definitely didn't say yes in common. She definitely
Oh,
said it in a different language.
she's speaking Sin now.
She's
Like
speaking
she's
some
speaking.
tongues.
Okay, so she walks over to that um terminal,
Okay.
and she's starting to work on the terminal to see if she can change the power settings to match the power settings for the Destiny so that they could connect.
Okay. So you go over to the terminal and like you don't even have to like jack into it. You can look at it and manually look at it. You can read the whole terminal, and like you can kind of navigate it. Like you can easily navigate it. It just like before it looked like pretty much garbage to Mary. Like she had like no
Mm-hmm.
idea. But now she's looking at it and she's like, "Oh yeah." The only thing that you don't know is that you don't have the technical specifications of the Destiny, but one of your party members might have a better idea of that standard power.
Sid,
Yes.
come here for a second.
I hesitantly walk over.
I need some help. I need you to help me with the power. I can read this now, but I need you to help me with the power. I need you to help me with the what am I trying to say? I need no
I'm
like the
having a
word
stroke because this
like
thing
like
is attached
seriously.
to my brain and I can't English.
No, Dan has actually forgot the words. So like
what is the
she's asking
concept that
she's
you're trying?
asking Sid to try to help her couple the two ships together for power.
Okay. So Sid, you heard everything that she said, but you're quite aware that she's not speaking common, and uh, that she seems to be quite easily navigating the Sin console. You had to like plug in, and even then you were like having some problems with it, and you're really fucking smart. So yeah, the fact that she's just able to like navigate it without anything, just it's like it's a little strange.
Um, what's your name?
It's Mary.
Now, when she
Is it
said
Mary?
Mary, yeah, when she said Mary, she did like that's it. Like she said, "Yo, ma got Mary." Like it was like weird, But obviously, you heard,
Mhm.
the translator translated, but she said her name the way that she would say her name, like totally normal.
Uh, all right,
Is she
Mary.
aware? Is she now aware
Why are
of
you
the
She
thing
speaking in
in her
Simon?
arm?
she's yeah. Now that she's kind of people are looking at her weird and stuff, she's kind of starting to realize, okay, something's weird, and how was I able to do this? It's starting to hit her now.
Ah, this. What bit me? It seems to be a tech enhancement. It's it's for lack of a better term, it's interfaced into my being. I can understand all of things. I can understand all of the sin information now. All of the language. I can read this entire thing. Ah. Oh, Timmy, you.
Hmm?
You might be able to help as well. Come here.
Oh, yeah, sure. What do you need?
We need to interface between the sin ship and the destiny. I can read everything here, but I am unfamiliar with the destiny's power. Ah, with the power requirements of the destiny. Maybe if
Oh,
we all work, maybe if we all work together, we can we can hook in.
I get you.
And
You can do the translating, and then we can do the work as need be, right?
yes.
All right. Well then, tell us what to do, and we'll do it.
Okay, so I am not that kind of technical person,
Hmm.
so that's what's going
Sure,
to
sure.
happen.
All right, so you begin sorting through the sin technical information in this ship, and go ahead and have Mary roll an intelligence check with her new intelligence.
Eh,
It's still pretty complicated because it's still like power stuff.
mm-hmm.
So it still might take you a little while. So you're continuing to go through the information. Um,
She had a thought.
okay.
Because she now has this thing on her, and
Hmm.
she's interface, and basically she's that. Can she use the thing inside of her to interface with another person?
What?
um,
You know, like almost
Nope.
like the Borg. Like, you know,
Hmm.
it,
doesn't work that way.
here's the thing. It's like it's basically effectively part of you, for lack
Okay.
of a better term. And so it's given you this enhancement. It's given you essentially a little bit extra processing power. And it's
Mm-hmm.
given you, obviously it's uploaded into your brain the sin, the sin dialect and everything. So you got
Mm-hmm.
all that, but it's just like there. So it's weird,
Okay.
right? Like that's why it was so
Okay. Gotcha.
disorienting, because it's just like all of a sudden you just have these new thoughts in your brain. So it's kind of hard. So you're not really. It just feels like part of you. So yeah. It's something you're just like, yeah. I don't. You wouldn't even know where to begin to do something like
Okay.
that. Yeah, yeah. Now, Sid, go ahead and make an intelligence check. Roll 20.
Did he make it?
Hello,
I don't know.
Hello?
Yeah.
Sid?
Garrett.
Did you roll?
Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Intelligence check?
Yes.
Yeah.
A.
Crazy.
Yeah, just barely, but
Maybe.
Sid realizes that even though Mary has this ability of translation and everything, that it's still likely that even once they have all of the information, that they're probably still going to have to build some sort of an adapter, right? And so this will make it easier, but if they're going to like continue with their plan, they might still need some parts.
Gotcha. Well, Mary, either way, we need to go out for some hardware. I still don't think this is possible without some additional hardware.
I understand, but it may be easier to put things together now. So Mary walks back over to the crate, reaches in, grabs a pistol, because she can use those, right?
Mm,
Or can she?
let's see. I have to go. It's been a while. I have to check the I have to check my list. Where is the list? It says who can use what. Is that in here? There it is. Sci-fi weapons list.
Can clerks use the pistols?
Clerks?
Can
Energy
clerks?
energy pistol. Yes. Usable by fighters, demi-humans, thieves, and clerics. So yes.
And clerks, okay.
Yes.
So she is grabbing herself an energy pistol.
Assuming that your deity does not forbid it, which we're gonna say that yeah, not a problem. I don't think.
The deity, the deity's like, what the fuck's an energy pistol?
I mean, the deity is a god, and obviously you already know that this religion exists out here in the galactic. He knows
Yeah.
what an energy pistol is. Okay. All right. So yeah, so you grab a gun, and the only thing is if you're not trained with it, just remember if you're somebody who's untrained and you're using a weapon, you use it at your regular THAC0, but it does half damage.
Okay.
So just be aware of that. But it takes you a while to do all that. And I'm going to say that by the time you've done all that, there is a kung 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 at the door. And Mr. Guthix has arrived at the Sin Ship.
Mr. Guthix,
Mr.
can you
Guthix.
give us would you like some taters, Mr. Guthix?
Yes. I bet he would.
Hey, I had some things to do, and the rest of the party went on ahead. But I thought I'd stop by here and check up on things. Is everyone okay? No.
I feel great. I feel great.
Some freaky
It
shit
actually does
happened to Mary, and now
she
she can
probably
speak
does feel
sin.
great, actually.
Oh, is
Oh, by the way,
she?
Steve, check your messages.
She isn't brainwashed like our good friends in the back here, are they?
Oh, silly. I'm not brainwashed. I haven't felt it. I haven't felt. I haven't felt better. We're going out looking for equipment. And she holds up this thing.
Holds up a
The
gun.
pistol.
Oh, really? Ah, right. Well, if you guys are
She
going,
actually reaches into the crate and starts tossing weapons to people.
you get a gun and you get a gun.
You get a gun.
Well,
Yeah.
I suppose if you're going out on a search party for equipment, I could be of assistance. I could tell you about what's going on. There are many of our crew that have perished, but a fair amount of them are still held up in the docking bay inside of some of the dock ships. I'm also looking for Matt. If you have heard from him recently, I've got some supplies here. In fact, maybe they could be used here right now, depending on what you're doing.
We're trying to get power from this ship to the Destiny so that we can turn the comms back on so we can speak to people all over the ship.
Would these be of any assistance to you then? Probably more gesturing towards Sid and Timmy.
Let's take a look.
Didn't you leave that stuff with Commander Will in the Ganger?
No,
Oh, you didn't?
because I was
Oh, because that's
originally
right, because you
looking
were
for
gonna
Matt.
try and go. Yeah, that's right. I forgot you were gonna try and go meet up with Matt. Gotcha. All right, so you have some tools. So go ahead and Sid, go ahead and make an intelligence check. You're gonna look over these tools, see if there's anything here. Mm. Damn Matt and his complicated tools, but there are some parts here that might be of use. You might even have everything that you need.
I think we have some good stuff. Tim, you want to give me a hand with this?
Well, yeah, sure. Let me take a look at all this here. And oh, yeah, this definitely looks like some very specific equipment here. I'm not familiar with, but huh. We can try.
It could take a while. Well, back to because those characters are now they've got a little they've got some things to do. Let's just say that some things to do. Uh, while I'm switching back over there, what is Guthic's intent? Is he going to hang out with them, or do you think he is going to try to find Matt?
That is a good question. I think for I think that I'm going to leave Matt's tools here on the ship for them to use, but it
Mhm.
would be a good idea to go and try and see if Matt is okay.
Okay.
So I'll continue to search for him.
Okay. Uh, and then just real quick, because since Guthix is going out, obviously he's stealthily on his own. Is there anyone that would like to join Guthix that's in the ship? The Sin ship. All right. Good enough.
Mary
Everyone's
is.
busy.
You're just
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
returning to Matt, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for Matt. And going on by myself isn't such a bad idea, given that this lantern and should be pretty stealthy. So
True, true.
that's all right.
Yep. All right. So Guthix heads back out while the others try and figure out their power conundrum. And I was just getting ready to go. Dan, can you hear me?
Yeah. I was just
All right.
grabbing a drink.
Cool. Because we're back to everybody else. They have Anya kind of just banged on the thing to let them know that she was kind of down farther beyond where they think the force fields are. And as she's crawling, she began to hear a familiar buzz.
You know what? She only hears that when she's in her bedroom. Come on now.
Damn it! Did I bring that with me?
Wrong energy weapon.
So yeah, she starts to hear that sound up ahead of her, kind of getting louder.
Okay. So can she see? Because she's crawled into this thing. She's got her infravision in here.
Mhm.
Can she see it?
Not yet. Is she gonna wait until she can see it?
She's going to. So if I remember from last time, you said that the tube is big enough not for her to stand up straight, but for her to kind of crouch and kind of do like a crouch walk, right?
Mhm. Yeah, because it's about like 4 foot.
Okay. So what she's gonna do is she's not gonna back up or anything like that. She's gonna go quiet, but she's going to flatten herself to the ground,
Okay.
pull her weapon, and like she can tell that it's coming from in front of her, right?
Yeah, it's definitely coming from in
Okay.
front of her.
Okay. So she's gonna crouch down, pull her weapon, and get ready.
Okay.
And as soon as because as soon as she sees it,
As soon as
she's
she
gonna
sees it,
fire.
she's gonna fire.
Because she doesn't want to fire, and because she doesn't have like blind firing or anything like that.
Yeah,
She's
she
got,
doesn't want to
you
just
know,
fire into the tube blindly.
right.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
she's gonna wait until she gets a glimmer, until she gets a glint of it, and then she's gonna go.
Okay. So she lies down and she like has her weapon. She's like flat to the ground and she's laying there. And then there is a buzzing from her pocket. Like her
Okay.
pocket is vibrating. Like she's
Oh,
laying on the
no.
ground and it's like zzz,
Wait a minute. So
zzz.
she knows what's in her pockets. What's in her pocket that's vibrating?
It's got to be her multi.
Okay, so she's gonna keep her eyes on. She's gonna keep her eyes front. She's gonna take one hand, reach back and grab the multi, and pull it up so that she can be like, "Hello."
Okay. So she's like flat against the ground. She like pulls out her multi. She like looks and on the screen it says XO Destiny. And she hits the little accept thing and says
Mm-hmm.
hello. and she hears the XO on the other side. Lieutenant,
I'm kind of busy right now.
oh, is this a bad time?
One of those drones is approaching.
Ah, all right. I just wanted to make sure that I was able to contact you. I found you via proximity. I'll keep this channel open.
Please. The others, they're very close. They're just in the corridor. You might be able to find one of their multis as well.
All right. I'll try and contact them. Wait, you're not with your party?
I went into a tube. Let's try to butt.
It's like the thing's getting louder.
Hmm.
And then
Can I see it yet?
as you're talking, you see this little you see light, and it actually blinds you for a second because there's light in the tunnel and it fucks your infravision. And it's initiative.
She fires. She fires. I mean, that's the thing. If she would pull the trigger immediately.
Okay, so as soon as the light hits her eyes, she pulls the trigger.
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
she would just pull the trigger immediately.
Gotcha. All right, go ahead and make that roll.
I did. The hell?
Damn, roll 20.
Hold on. Let's try again. Damn.
Okay. All right. So even blinded, she shoots. She hears a sound like it hit. But it kind of like the light kind of flickers a little bit, but there's still light. And now it actually is initiative.
I am not on the screen. Hold on. Let me pull myself on the screen. Or do I really need
You
that?
don't need it. I'm not even gonna. I was thinking like to pull up the turn, but it's just you, so I'm not even gonna pull up the turn tracker. There's no reason to do that. We don't need to do that. It's closing in on you. The light has gone away from your eyes. Your infravision is starting to adjust to normal vision. And you realize it looks like the light beam was not like a standard beam. Like it wasn't like a flashlight or like a torch. You think you were being scanned. And
Okay.
now it's kind of wobbly. You hit the side of it, but it's still in the air. It's coming forward. And then you hear a voice like you have only heard on a cartoon. And the voice says, "Come to me, mother." Make a saving throw versus spell.
What
Oh,
the fuck?
fuck me. I knew it. As a matter of fact, I was about to say something. I was going to say something at the very beginning of this that was going to be like that goddamn baby took over took over the damn clone. Saving throw versus spell.
Saving throw versus spell.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
You're not sure what that was, but you got this really just weird feeling and a cold shiver down your spine. And
See, she didn't like that. She's about to fire this motherfucker again.
okay, are you gonna shoot again?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Because
she's
that
gonna shoot
its
him.
its turn was to speak, so you can go ahead and fire again.
Oh shit.
You shoot it again, and this time you shoot it and it shoots off one of the propellers, and it kind of goes ding, 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 and like bounces around and kind of lands on the ground, but it still seems to be operational. And it's initiative again. I said, come to me, mother. Make another saving throw versus spell.
Yeah, that didn't happen that time.
Things get hazy for Anya. Back down in the corridor, you guys hear some after like the banging and you talk to Anya, there's like a little bit of silence, and then you start to hear some energy blasts, and you can hear some like noise. It sounds like there's combat happening. There's like a couple of shots. You hear some like sounds like something fell, and then it's silent.
That doesn't seem good. Let me go and check it out. And then
This isn't good at all.
Solus dashes out of the room and around the corridor to where Anya was supposed to enter the
Enter
tube, the panel.
tube. So Solus dashes back. He gets to the tube, climbs up because you have to like climb because she was basically
Oh, hey.
above you guys essentially.
Steve,
Hmm.
once that happens, if I were to get up and go, would I have left the multi
Well,
and the pistol?
just let me describe things that are happening. What Solus is seeing? We're getting there. So Solus quickly climbs up the tube and then scurries through, kind of leaning down, but trying to make his way as quickly as possible. And he gets to a point where he sees on the ground there's Anya's multi, an energy pistol, and one of those drones. The drone is actually still functional, and as soon as you get up there, it takes a shot at you. You're like not even like you're like you're too busy kind of looking at the thing, and you don't even realize it, but it misses and it like shoots the wall because it's like
Oh.
it's not flying.
Okay. Well then, I'm instinctively going to attack it.
Yeah,
It's
it's technically initiative for you,
yeah.
and you win. So do that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that thing's
Mm.
fucking gone.
So you go over and you just like you stomp it into the ground, and it just like yeah, it has a it
Wow. Wipe.
yeah, yeah, where's my here we go. Sorry.
Pinches my foot a little bit.
Yeah, singes your foot. Um and yeah, you look around, Anya's gone. Her gun is there and her multi is there. And
Anya, where'd you go?
Sounded like Sylvester Stallone. Anya!
Anya!
you yell, your yell echoes. The other party members below, bless you. The other party members below, you can hear you first of all, you hear some more laser blasts. You hear the explosion, and then you hear Solus yelling for Anya.
I guess we
That
should all
doesn't
go check
sound
this out.
good.
You guys just talked over each other, so I couldn't hear either of you. Garrett, what'd you say?
Yeah, that sounds bad. I guess we should all go check this out.
I'm assuming you were saying basically the same thing, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So is everybody kind of headed back to the tube?
Yes.
Okay. And Solus, what are you doing? Because you yelled, there's no response, just an echo.
I'm gonna lean down and pick up her multi, and I suppose her gun as well. And I'll put the gun in the pack. I'll try talking into the multis, like, "Hello, is there anyone there?
Hello? What's going on? Who is
Who is
this?
this?"
This is the XO, Commander Callus.
Commander Callus, this is Solus.
Solus. What's going on?
I don't know. We heard battling, and I went to go and find Anya, but she's nowhere to be seen.
That doesn't sound good. I found her multi by proximity. I think I found some of your others as well. So I've made a connection. That way we can contact you from here to the bridge. I'm using a multi that I salvaged.
I see. Well, it's good that we can remain in contact this way, but I have no idea where Anya is, and that's one less person to take in as we try to go into the engineering bay.
If you think you need more people, there might be some that can back you up, but I don't know. I'm not down there. I'll leave it up to your discretion.
Okay. Does the tube go on further? Is
Yeah,
there
the tube definitely goes on much further.
okay.
Has the rest of the party member climbed into the tube, by the way, or are they still just at the tube? Are you guys gonna enter, or are you guys gonna like yell to Solus, or like what's going
If
on?
this tube is like 4x4,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of us. Some of us are big. One of us has a horse.
The horse,
We're
that's
all
the
not.
problem with the horse. Yeah, yeah. Obviously,
We're all.
Chud's not bringing
We're,
Heroes into the tube.
we're all not fitting into this tube.
True.
I mean, if you just look at Rumby's picture, Rumby's like a big old chonk.
Nah, Rumby can fit in there. He can crawl up in there. All right. So, but is anybody going into the tube, or you're just yelling in, or
I'm not going in. We've seen 2 people go in and not come back
not
out
come
yet.
out? True. That's true.
Have you ever heard of that show, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
The
Oh
tube.
God.
In the tube, the
Go
kid.
through the
A goose
tube.
is
Kid in the
loop.
tube. Yes.
You hear the Oompa Loompa song?
Hmm.
Oompa.
Yes.
Rumpy's not going in the tube.
All right.
But do you guys even like call in or anything? Or you
Yeah,
just standing outside
that's
the
what I'm
tube?
asking. Are you just
Oh yeah,
standing
we're
there
yelling
like
in.
waiting? Okay, you yelling then? All right.
Solus, are you up there?
Yeah. Anya's missing. She's just gone. I've got her multi and her pistol, but the only thing else in here was a drone, and I destroyed. I think I might go on a little bit further ahead. Commander, what XO?
Yeah. The XO
Astra.
Astra.
Yeah. Is it Astra?
Or
Master
Commander
Callus.
Callus, yeah.
Callus, there you go. That's what I
Mhm.
was thinking of. Commander Callus was able to connect into our multi, or at least Anya's. You should be able to keep correspondence with her. I'm going to scout ahead. Give me about 5 minutes. I should be back. If I'm not, go on ahead without me.
Oh, we can't. There's a force field. She was going up there to see if we could bypass the damn thing. Or if she could
Right.
do something up there to make it the force field go away. Disable.
Well, I have no idea what that would even begin to look like. So unless one of you has any familiarity with that kind of thing, we're gonna have to find another way.
Gotta find a way, a better way, a better way.
Yeah, that is true. So, what are you going to do?
I think I'm still gonna go on ahead.
Okay.
If I don't find anything, I'll be back shortly. Obviously, not everyone can come and follow me,
Mhm.
so
So, Solus goes on ahead, and you make it to the next junction down. So it's basically the next junction where you can like climb down and re-enter the hallway further ahead.
okay.
But the
Do I see
tube
anything?
continues even past that as well, and you don't see anything. Solus obviously has a good light, so he can see really well in here, because he's got like that continual light, so it's like bright as day for him in here. But no, like you kind of shine it down, you look ahead, no sign of Anya. But
You said
you,
there was a junction that led out into the hallway.
yeah, you've made it to a junction down where you can climb down a ladder and go out into the hallway further ahead from where your party was, presumably past those force fields.
Okay. I'm going to. How long has it been? Just like a minute or so.
Yeah, because I mean, even if Solus is traveling, normal speed,
Right. I'm
he's
still
still,
hauling ass.
yeah, he's still pretty quick. Plus, he's by himself. He doesn't really have
Yeah.
anybody to worry about. So it's like, you know, going, going down to the next section isn't that big of a deal. You feel like you're probably right above the entrance to main engineering,
Okay.
or pretty close.
Then I think I'm going to climb down into the junction and
Okay.
just scout ahead a little bit past the original force field that was blocking us, just to
Okay.
make sure everything's good.
She climbed down, and the party who is in the hallway actually can see when Solus climbs down into the junction, because the hallway's long and there's despite my picture that has a little door there, it goes for a long way, so you can actually see the light from Solus light that he has. So when he re-enters the hallway, you can kind of see the light down at the other end of the hallway, and there's like a straight shot. Um, when you walk out into the hallway, you see, oh my God, this hall in front of the main engineering is just like littered with crewman bodies and body parts.
Ah,
Like it's just an absolute like gore fest down here. And a little bit further down, you can see the big doors to main engineering.
Okay.
Like go into the main engine room. And you can hear the force fields back behind you, like going, going on and off
Right.
how they were.
Am I able to let's see. Yeah, I'm going to pick up I guess a limb of a dead party crew member. And
Okay.
I'm going to toss it so I can determine the location of where the force field is,
Okay.
just so I don't walk into it.
And again, you guys can see him now, by the way. Anybody who's in the hallway can now see Solus down at the other end of the hallway. So you kind of see him. He looks like he's like scrounging around for something. He picks up something off you have no idea what it is. You don't think you want to know. And he throws it back towards you. And it it hits a force field, and like when it hits, it just like there's this awful smell. You can visibly see the force field, so everybody can kind of see where at least the one on his side is. And it's about halfway between where you guys are. Solus is he's probably about 200 meters down the hallway.
Okay,
Meters? Wow.
I'm going to try to look for a panel close to where the force field is, so I can rip it off the wall and just start fucking with the internals.
Okay, so you go over to where that force field is, and you're like looking around, and there are some panels on the walls. Go ahead and make a strength check to start like ripping shit off.
Okay.
All right. Solus is like ripping panels off the wall. And then what are you just gonna start just are you gonna punch? Or are you gonna like just pull wiring? Like what you're just gonna do whatever?
Yeah. I guess punching conduit's probably not the best. I'll
Oh
try to
God.
tear it out.
Okay.
Oh God. Oh
Go
God.
go ahead. Roll me a percentile. Let's do that. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god. That's a
Oh
sexy one right
wow.
there.
Oh wow. Wow.
Solus he reaches his hand way in, just grabs a handful of circuitry, some boards and stuff, and just yanks. He like pulls a bunch of stuff out of the wall. There's like a bunch of sparks. He's showered with sparks, and you hear like the whole the yeah the whole wall just goes, and there's like just like sparks and stuff. And now you don't hear those noises. You don't hear the the force field noises anymore. It's quiet.
I start beckoning down the hall. I think I've got it.
All right. You see Solus kind of going like this after some explosions down there.
Argyle is gonna take a piece of the debris
The debris and
and
toss it.
toss it. Mm-hmm.
He tosses it down, and it like clinks down towards Solus's feet, and it doesn't seem to have made contact with anything up to that point.
Okay. Argyle's gonna start walking.
Okay. Does the rest of the party join him? Yes. No.
Did I freeze for a second? Are we going forward?
Yeah, well, Argyle is walking forward. He threw a piece of debris to test the force fields. You're not hearing them anymore, and the debris clinked at Solus's feet. So,
Yeah, I'm falling behind Argyle. I'm going forward.
all right. So the party moves forward to rejoin Solus in this hallway up in front of the main engineering, and now you see what he sees, and there is just absolute gore. There's just the hallway out here is covered with deceased and dismembered crewmen. Yeah, it's definitely not a good scene.
Is there anyone we recognize?
The state
Everyone.
of these bodies is such that it would be hard to recognize anyone.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's not great. Not great. And real quick, I have to take a leak. So if anybody else has to take a leak or get a drink or whatever, I'm going to put up the bee back and then we'll be right back. Rah! So Cameron,
Yo.
you were looking at my thumbnails. Did you see anything? Did you figure out anything?
Let's see. The only things that I noticed, assuming you were specifically talking about the thumbnails since we started our new season, which I would assume. I saw. Let's see. You've got the sun. We've got presumably Prince Lorr looking real evil, and see. I did notice the hallway shot has darkly illuminated things in it that I can't make out what they are.
Yeah,
Maybe they were just I
those
don't
are
know.
actually silhouettes of your party members.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, yeah. It's the idea is it's supposed to be like them, the behind shot of them, like moving down the
Making their way
hallway,
through.
essentially. But it's really, I should have made it lighter because what I realized is that, if you're looking at it and it's really small, you can't see anything.
Yeah, it looks completely black.
Yeah,
I
it
was
just looks
like,
black, and so that's that. I definitely needed to put a little bit more contrast in it, and get it back to a point where you could actually see all that stuff. But gotcha. Yeah. Hmm. Okay.
that's he's got a crazy haircut. Whatever kind of styling gel he uses for his hair, I'm gonna need some of that.
Oh yeah, his hair is he's got some good hair.
So Anya's dead baby back to haunt us potentially.
Potentially.
Well, now I've lost 2 or 3 characters.
No one's ever really gone.
except for the guy that fell down into the hole.
Yeah, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's
True.
not gone forever. He's
Not-
not going.
we Steve and I had a conversation about that. I did we have that conversation here on the stream where we were talking about where we could just have the party go to hell to retrieve
Mhm.
that
I think
guy?
that was on. I think that was on stream. Yeah, we
Yeah, it
briefly
probably
Yeah.
talked
was.
about it.
It's the beginning of our Planescape campaign,
Nice.
right? Convert all the characters to second edition and play like a real Planescape campaign.
Oh God.
That sounds awesome. I don't
Second edition is it's similar to this, but it's got some complexity to it.
More complexity than 5e.
The thing is that 2e has like a bunch of like weird little fiddly things that it inherited from 1e, like so like you know how in all modern versions and in this version that we play, there's pretty much like a standard plus for the ability score. Like you get +3 if it's 18, if it's like 13, it's like +1 or whatever, right? Like for like ability
Right.
scores. In first and second edition, instead of having that, each score has all of these like derivative abilities. And so like strength, for example, like you have your strength score, and then based on your strength score, you have a bend bars, lift gates, which is a percentile. You also have an open doors, which is a percentile. So there's all these like weird extra rolls and like extra things. Like it's not just like, okay, I'm just going to roll on my strength to open a door. You roll on your open doors roll, which is based on your strength, but it's a percentile. So there's like a
Okay.
bunch of little fiddly things like that. The same thing is like for Constitution, there's a system shock roll. So like if something crazy happens, like you lose like more than half your hit points all at once, or something, you would roll like a system shock, and if you like fail, it would be kind of like rolling like we would roll just a Constitution, but
See
like
if you
there's a
pass out
bunch.
immediately.
Yeah, but there's like a bunch of
Yeah.
extra stuff. So it's like it's real fiddly that way. There's like a bunch of weird stuff, which is why I do like this version because I feel like it's the good it's it's simple enough um but has like optional complexity, I guess you could
Mhm.
say. So, oh.
Yeah, I like
Where's
it.
my brother?
Oh, I'm here. I can hear you.
All right. Let's bring us back over into the game. Everybody's back, right? Basically.
I'm here.
I don't even know
Yeah,
if
who's to say what
Jay is
Harrison
still with us. Yeah, and
would say?
Harro. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Harrow's asleep. Jay's asleep.
I'm here.
All right.
Good
Jay's
enough.
on Tinder.
Tinder, getting
Oh,
catfished.
he's just kind of like falling asleep.
I knew it.
Jay's on Asian. He's on Asian Tinder right now.
Asian
I'm
Tinder.
I'm on my couch sleep, like half asleep. So.
Well,
I'm
got
just
half an
chilling.
hour, so let's power through.
Yes. Yes.
So let's see, we were approaching the force field that got knocked out, so we're heading towards the main engineering bay door.
Yes, you are yeah, you're currently heading towards the main engineering bay door. What's the order that you guys are walking in? I'm assuming Solus is taking point. He gotta be up front, correct?
Hmm. Yeah, I mean he has the light. He's also Solus, so
True, makes sense. Um, Argyle next, right?
Yeah.
likely. And then Thiwar,
I'll
kind of in
take
the
third.
middle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Who else is here with you guys? Rumby and Chud taking up the rear. All right. The darkness. There. You guys need me. Can you see your characters, or do we have to do
Yes,
that
I can.
there? All right,
Yeah.
good. All right. So you make your way down into the hall, and you can see the main engineering doors.
Oh, there they are. Hey, there are the main engineering doors.
Hey, it's the main engineering door.
What
Whoa.
the hell was that?
I have no idea.
What was that?
The sound effect, or was that like an actual song? Something happened.
When fucking dropping something.
I have no
What?
idea.
Where did it come? Where did it come from?
That
It didn't
that
come
It was
from here.
Anya. It was in the tubes.
is in the tubes.
No, where is that? Who's lighting up when that's happening?
I don't know. I wasn't looking at the the players stream this.
What the fuck was that?
It's Garrett.
Is it Garrett?
Wait, what? What's going on? What are you hearing?
Oh, it is Garrett.
What the
Is
What?
so is something like banging around you?
Oh
The
yeah, Ellie's here
dog.
behind me,
Yeah,
squeaking her
Ellie.
floor.
Oh,
the
yeah,
dog.
yeah. We can
I
hear
didn't know
you.
my
We
mic
can
was
hear.
picking it up. It normally doesn't.
She was
Yeah,
going ham on that toy.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
We were like, what is that
Wow.
thing?
My bad. I didn't know.
It's all good.
Sorry.
It's all good.
The first time it happened, it sounded like somebody was like seriously banging something around, like they fell into like.
Yeah.
All right. Is this the door to main engineering here that we see?
Yes. Yeah, the door, you can see the door to main engineering.
It's on the side.
It is. Yeah, yeah. It's right here.
Okay.
Right
Okay.
here.
I didn't want to click on it and accidentally open it.
So yeah, you can see the door. It's obviously just there. Um, I I haven't covered the map in gore, but you can imagine that this whole area here in front of the you know, it's like
There's bodies everywhere.
yeah, it's not
horrible.
great. Yeah, here you can here you go.
God.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
I'm really immersed right now.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, that is the worst. That is the worst. The worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Entrails
no.
everywhere. Oh god.
Yeah, it's really bad. Really awful. But I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. So, yeah, so far, no noise, no nothing. The doors are closed. No light other than the light that you are providing.
Okay. Well, we move forward. What's up with this door on? Is this the main door or?
Yep, that is the main door.
All right. I'm going to walk in front and assume the door is not open.
Yeah, it is. It is not open, and it doesn't open when you. Normally, normally it would open, but it doesn't open when you walk in front of it.
Okay. I am going to try to pry bar it open.
All right, go ahead and make a strength check.
Ooh,
Mm.
this is a big boy door. It's not going.
Yeah, yeah, it is actually quite a big door. So yeah, you try
Argyle's
and.
gonna get in there and kind of help out a little bit too.
All right, so Argyle can go ahead and see what he can do.
Ooh,
Oh
Argyle.
yeah.
All right,
That's Anya.
with Argyle's help,
Yeah, that
Argyle's
is Anya for some.
what?
But yeah,
Oh yeah, it
I
is
said I
Anya,
rolled
but
on Anya, but Argyle also has. Yeah, I mean that's well under Argyle's strength. So
mhm.
Yeah, that's
All right.
When you
pry the
open the
switch open.
door, you can hear like kind of a weird shuffling sound.
every day we're shuffling.
Do you go in?
Yeah.
You you step in to the room and you see a horrible sight. Yeah, there's that. You should probably do that. To your right, you see a crewman.
That's a
They're
crewman? Oh god.
they're covered in blood. Their limbs are kind of bent in odd shapes, and they're shuffling towards you. He looks
They're
like he's
shuffling,
wearing
huh?
shuffling. Looks like he's wearing a helmet on his head with a bright red light on it that's flashing. You
Oh
recognize these
no.
helmets. They're training helmets. And let's see. Did everybody roll?
No.
Definitely not.
Everybody did not
We
roll.
need we need Chud. We need
Rumby.
Rumby.
Shod and Rumby. Chud.
Now they
Harro.
really are asleep.
Now they really are asleep. Well, there's that.
There you
Jay.
go.
Oh my goodness. He is asleep. Hey.
All right.
There we go. All right. So Solus, our man on the scene, is up.
All right. So this crew member is alive and he's
You're actually not sure if this crew member is alive. This crew member seems like they might not be alive.
Are they like undead, or are they like just a corpse wearing the helmet?
They're walking, shuffling towards you in a broken manner. I mean, from your understanding, it seems like that. I mean, especially from Solo, he's seen undead before. This basically looks like an undead, but there's the weird thing with the helmet.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to run up to it and rip the helmet off.
Okay. You run up and go ahead and just do it as like a regular attack roll. I think
Regular
is
attack.
the best way to do that. All right. You run up. You
And
just
rip its
rip
head
this
off.
dude's helmet. Actually, you kind of did hear the neck kind of crack a little bit as you like pulled it off because you pulled it off with such force. But as you pull off the helmet, the body just falls.
Okay. Well, that settles that. We've got some zombie-esque crewmates.
All right.
Is that the only thing we see so far?
That was the only one that you saw right there.
Oh, if we are out of combat, then I will move into the room.
At the moment, you don't hear anything else. Does everybody else move into the room?
What was that, Solus? Or who is that, Solus?
I'm not too sure, but I think it's safe to say it wasn't a friendly. Be on your guard.
What is that? What is the giant purple thing I'm looking at?
Oh, you can probably see the engine core.
Is it normally purple?
There's normally light coming from it, but normally the whole room is lit up. So because the light is only coming from you and from the engine core, you're not sure. It does kind of have a purpley look to it, you suppose. As you get closer, you think you hear a voice. What the hell is that voice?
This is the actual engine room where we thought
This is
Lorr would
the
have been.
engine room, yes. Yeah.
So are we all getting closer to the engine core?
Just in
I don't
case,
know,
I'm
are
gonna
you?
flank around to the left. Can I still see from over to the left if I go that way?
Yeah, you can kind of you can see anywhere you can see. So obviously
There's
Solus.
some weird lighting over there.
So Thiwar, you head up over and you listen carefully, and there's a voice coming from like back here.
Like I can't see anything above my character right now. It's all black.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
because Solus
dynamic-
moved, so
Oh,
so you lost your
Oh,
you lost your light. But you hear a voice.
gotcha. Okay.
Make an intelligence check.
This is the war. It's Sasha.
You're not sure what the voice is, but it sounds like it's continuous. Like it's
do we
something
all hear this voice?
just barely. It's coming from back here.
Okay. gonna walk up more so on the platform up here.
You can hear it better now. Solus has really good hearing. It sounds like a countdown.
Get out of
Oh,
there!
that's not good. All right. I quickly am going to run over to where I'm hearing this, and is it some kind of like panel interface or something?
Yeah, there's a panel. You realize that it's like a small panel that's like lit back here, and it's the only thing that looks like it has power. And there's a thing counting down on it. It's currently at 4 minutes 30 seconds, and it's counting down.
Oh boy.
Guys, we have a problem.
Why? I'm gonna run up. Yeah, run up with Solus. All right. Why is it counting down, or what is it connected to?
So you go
I
up
want to
to it.
investigate. Yeah.
Yeah,
whatever I
as soon
can.
as you go up to it, you look at it real quick, and it looks like it is. Well, it looks like it's a countdown to destruction.
God,
It appears
that
that it is.
was like not a great album.
It appears that it is. Yeah, it is a countdown to auto destruct of the engine core. When you get over to it, it actually tells you that. It says engine core destruction, 4 minutes, 3:59, 3:58,
I think
3:57.
there's a way to jettison the core. Maybe we gotta jettison the core now. There's no
You
way
look
we can
into-
get everybody off the ship.
Yeah, definitely not. You look into that. I'm going to try to radio in Commander Callus. Commander Callus, come in. Are you there?
Yes, I'm
If we
here.
if we jettison the core, we have to make sure that we attach Commander Spock to it. So when it hits
Just
the
so that you
planet,
know, 3:27. It's actually counting down. So the countdown
Right.
doesn't stop when you guys talk.
Okay. Commander
Mm.
Callus,
Yes.
we are in the engine room, and there is an auto self-destruct sequence. How should we deal with this?
You have to stop the sequence.
Argyle doesn't know how to do it.
How do we do that?
You need to tell the computer to stop. I don't have any power up here. I can't do anything. Do you have some way to interact with the computer, to interface with it?
Can we interface with this terminal here?
Computer, stop!
Authorization?
Argyle.
You see a little scan comes out and says, authorization registered. In order to abort main engine core destruction, 3 officer authorizations are required.
Get over here. Somebody help us do this.
Secondary authorization, Thiwar.
It scans
Uh,
Thiwar.
Tertiary authorization, Solus.
Solus even know that word?
Yeah, I was about to say there's no way Solus knows tertiary,
Tertiary.
but
Yeah. Number 3 authorization. Wait, number 3
wait,
authorization.
I start counting on my hands.
Yeah. Authorization registered. Countdown aborted.
Ah.
What happened? Solus. Argyle.
It seems like the sequence has aborted. I think we're okay for the moment.
Ah, thank goodness. Now, over in the Sin ship, where everybody else is, you have started to get power. You have started to kind of work on your coupling, and Mary's kind of walking the guys through. They've got a plan. Oops. Oh, that's you guys dying, by the way. I forgot to stop
That's
the.
the sequence.
That's the
Ringtone jingle.
Yeah, that's the ship exploding and everyone being killed in a horrible. Yeah. Turns out that your authorizations didn't work. Sorry. No. So yeah, back here, you're building things, and
Worst TPK ever.
and there's an alert, and Jake is like, "Huh? What the hell?" Oh, god damn it.
there's
He's one
there's
for the
that
bullet
alert.
after all.
There's that goddamn alert again. There's an
Uh,
alert. Bling, 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 bling.
There's definitely an alert. All right. No. Go away. All right.
For like an authoritarian race, their alerts are really like woo froofy.
Exactly. So he gets an alert. Jake says, "It says a ship just launched from the Destiny."
From where?
Let me see.
You look, and sure enough, a ship has launched from the Destiny, and you see the Ganger on the screen go to intercept what looks to be the Lucchesi.
Not the Lucchesi. They can't take the Lucchesi. They can't.
And let's see, where is it? Bang, bang, bang. You see the Ganger flies over, takes a shot at the Lucchesi. It kind of like wings it, does some damage, but then you see the Lucchesi power up and go poof, and it's gone.
Was it able to do that before?
There's no way the Lucchesi has warp drive capability. That's crazy.
The Lucchesi actually, both the Lucchesi and the Albatross have a light FTL engine on them.
Wow. Well, they got away, but we should be able to track where they're going, right?
Actually, it's very difficult to track through faster than light.
Well, their trajectory, right?
Yeah.
Their first jump, maybe.
That first
That's
jump,
true.
yeah.
That's true.
That first jump. Also, the fact that the Lucchesi is your ship, designed by Matt. You hear Guy is just like cursing. He's like, "What the hell?"
Darn.
Uh,
They took the OG ship.
do we know who they are? Who was on that ship? Just know the
I
ship
do.
left.
I do. That's Guy.
Who's that?
Who was on the ship?
It's Lorr.
Just Lore?
I don't know.
Where's Anya?
What do you mean, Anya?
Is Anya with us?
Anya's
Still missing?
disappeared, but
Right? Yeah,
I
that's
believe
why.
the only people that know that is the party.
Oh,
with
I thought we were the
Swords
other party.
Yeah, yeah.
Never mind.
and Callus.
He laughed at me when I went to intercept. Laughed. I haven't heard that laugh in 8 years. It's Lorr.
Well,
That's fucked
if
up.
he's not,
You Drake.
Dun dun dun.
well, if he's off the ship, maybe we can get power back.
Yeah, I was about to say, now that we have Lore off the ship and we're in engineering bay, we should be able to fully retake the ship, right?
So it takes a little bit of time, but through communication with the commander, who eventually has communication with this ship too, you're able to kind of start to coordinate bringing power back to the Destiny. And
One of the things, one of the things that Mary suggests is to immediately shut down all of the force fields and drones.
Probably a good call.
yeah, probably not a bad call. So the teams start to work in main engineering. You realize that in main engineering, you realize that you don't really have too many of the expertise that you need there. So people start to kind of go back through the ship, and you are able to find
Does
that.
Guthix ever find Matt? Where the hell is
Oh
Matt?
yes, Guthix. Yeah, I guess Guthix probably would have. Yeah, Guthix shouldn't be there. Guthix eventually does run into Matt, and probably
All
actually
all 15 pieces of him.
all 15 pieces of him. No, Matt is fortunately alive. He brings Matt back to the bay, but of course, by this time, Matt's plan is kind of useless, and so they go to work. Likely, what happens is Matt has Solus escort him to the engine room so that he can begin repairing the ship, getting power back up, and that's what's happening.
So Mary would be heading to medical to start a triage.
So Mary goes to the sick bay, and holy shit. Mary is not prepared for what she finds in sick bay. Because when she goes into sick bay,
Is Babar all over the place?
he's all
Oh,
over the
boy.
place. And what that essentially means is that Mary is now the chief medical officer aboard the ship.
Okay.
It looks like when she goes in, it looks like he was killed back by the stasis pods. The
Okay.
far pod, the one that held the child, is completely destroyed. It looks like it exploded from the inside.
Okay.
The other two pods, the one that used to contain the body of Lorr, the clone body of Lorr, now contains Captain Nova. He appears not
shit.
to be conscious.
Okay, so
The other one still has the body of the king in it.
mhm. Okay, so she's going to immediately get to work to try to revive Nova.
Okay. She what she finds is that Nova he's injured in there, but he's been kind of locked on a timer, and that it's not going to open for probably about another 12 hours.
Okay. Is it currently healing him?
It's currently just keeping him in his present condition. It is not healing him.
Is there any way that I can use the pod to administer healing?
No. No.
Okay.
No. No. At the
Okay,
moment,
so she's
the pods are only for stasis, for keeping things kind of yeah. But no healing. And you'd have to be able to touch him to heal him yourself, so that probably won't be possible until you're able to pull him out.
okay. So then, what Mary's going to do is she's going to round up a couple crewmen
Hmm.
who are not injured and maybe not um, doing other things,
Hmm.
and she's going to basically recruit them as uh, as helpers in sick bay, so that
And Anya's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be Mary. Now there's
so
nobody
she
there.
yeah she's recruiting them as medics and people to so basically she's having people clean sick bay
Yeah.
while she starts to tend to wounded.
After
Alright.
Gothic leads Matt to engineering, he's going to go around gathering up all the remaining crew members and getting a head count for who's alive and who perished. And Timmy is going to try going around and accessing different feeds to start piecing together how the events unfolded.
Okay.
Argyle is going to the weapons. He's going to see he's worried that they might come back and he wants to be prepared. He's going to
Okay.
try to get weapon system. Argyle is going to work on getting weapon systems back online.
Gotcha. Okay. So everybody kind of starts their work, cleaning up the ship, restoring power, comparing stories, trying to figure
Uh,
out exactly
Anya's
what
breath.
happened.
Oh, by the way, Anya's on the Lucchesi breastfeeding the clone for.
Ew. You
I'm
said it,
joking.
not me. It's
I'm
possible.
joking.
It's possible.
There, son.
You you realize after you start getting systems powered on and you're able to kind of get head counts and that sort of thing, that the uh, the the current crew complement of the Destiny is now around 80 souls
From.
from 150.
Ouch.
Oof.
So you had big losses, and Anya is completely unaccounted for.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
you start to make the cleanup, and things are kind of going pretty smoothly. Um, Once you have the FTL drive up, the captain or the commander, who is acting captain now, is makes the order to jump away from this system because, like,
Yeah, we got to get the fuck out of here.
yeah, you got to get out of
Way
here.
too much.
She's
Way too much has happened.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like too much stuff is going on. We gotta go. So she recalls the Ganger and Drake and his mech with Kegel back onto the ship, and they get the fuck out of here and jump to a less hectic place where they can be away from prying eyes. You find out that early in the morning on the last day of the race, that the captain was late for his duty shift at 6 a.m. Um, the Commander Tiberius, the second officer, was the commander for the night shift. And it was like 15 minutes, and he was like, he's probably just sleeping. Like, things have been crazy. I'll like let him sleep. And Commander Callus came to the bridge and was like, "Where's the captain?" Usually, before his shift, the captain would. It was his custom to have a shot of whiskey with Brabar to wake up, a little wake up shot of whiskey as naval men sometimes do, and have a little chat before his shift. Uh, they went to the sick bay, and Astra and Victor found Brabar, unfortunately deceased. Found the captain locked in this stasis chamber, and started to realize that there was something going on the ship. Um, at that point was when they started to lose computer control, and they realized that the engineering section had been compromised. It also turns out that you find. Where are they? Everyone who was in engineering at the time was killed, other than crewman Jin, who you encountered in the bay, the little halfling guy, which means that Tegan, Boger, both died in engineering. So you're basically your engineers are dead. there's a
Pretty bad.
there's a there's a pretty yeah there's a lot of unfortunate things that happened, and a lot of crewman loss, but you're licking your wounds now. It's definitely, there's something about it. Guy tells you later that when the ship was Guy went to intercept the ship, he tells you the Lucchesi. He tells you that the reason that he fired is because the Lucchesi hailed him, and it was Lorr, and he laughed as he jumped away. And Guy is like convinced. He's like, because you guys are like, oh no, it was the baby, but he's like, no, that's Lorr. He's like,
Oh,
that's
wait.
him.
Nobody knows it's the baby.
Huh?
Nobody knows it's the baby.
Nobody knows it's the baby. You guys didn't figure out that it's the baby. You guys, well, see, Astra has all the crew kind of has a feeling that it's the baby. They kind of tell you like that's
Oh,
what we surmised because of of what's going on in sickbay. There's
Mm-hmm.
actually a kind of a record of what's happening in sickbay because the ship wasn't taken over yet. So
Okay.
you kind of know what happened in sickbay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can replay that footage. So you can actually, if you wanted to, Mary could find out specifically what happened in sickbay.
Mary will do that.
If you watch back the records, you can see that at about 5 a.m., Father Brabar, who was sleeping at his desk, is awoken from an alert from the stasis chamber. So he kind of like rubs his eyes, walks back around to the stasis chamber, and he checks the one with the king, checks the one with Lorr. He gets to the last one where the baby is, and just as he's checking it, there is this explosion, and Brabar is completely like ripped apart.
Mm-hmm.
The whole third chamber is blown up. And then a few seconds later, the second chamber kind of like goes and opens, and a naked Lorr steps out. He kind of is like, he like looks around, seems to be kind of confused and disoriented. He like slips in Brabar's blood and makes his way around into the office. Not long after that, Nova walks into sickbay and is jumped by a naked Lorr, and there's a scuffle, and Lorr like just fucking wails on him, just fucking beats him in the head a bunch of times. Lorr disrobes the captain, dresses in his garb. So Lorr dressed as the captain. The captain also has a gun that was a gift from Matt. Lorr takes the gun and holsters the gun. He puts the captain in the stasis chamber and then leaves sickbay.
Interesting.
Mm.
From there, it seems like he heads through the ship to engineering. And then when he gets to engineering, he seems to have a lot of information. Meaning he seems to kind of be able to do things pretty quickly with the computer. And that's kind of when your records of what actually happened with the ship go dark, because once he starts to get control of the computer around noon, it's not good. They send a bunch of teams to engineering to get slaughtered, unfortunately, and Lorr uses the drones, which you already know, force fields, literally anything that he can, even like welders, basically anything that's computer controlled. He uses it to terrorize the crew members.
Do we know what caused Lorr to attack the shark?
You get you can pull those records. Apparently, the Baron hailed the Destiny, and you're not sure what was in that communication, but it's right after that happens that the Destiny overloads and destroys the space shark.
Interesting.
So it's precipitated by a hail from that ship.
The other thing that Mary wants to do is she wants to start studying the readings from the baby's pod for like a day or two for the time that they were down on the planet to see if
Mm-hmm.
there's anything anything started to happen that you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mary does that. She may also want to call Sid in on that venture, as
Yeah.
he had been monitoring the baby as well. And it does appear that while you guys were on the planet, there were some slightly abnormal energy readings from the baby, but apparently no one picked up on that. No one was really paying too close of attention to the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a lot to unpack there. I think Timmy is going to start using our computer information to study up and help maintain the engineering bay now that our engineers are dead. Mary probably taking over as the main medical officer.
Yeah.
Um,
Astra specifically promotes Mary to chief medical officer.
yeah.
Also makes her full lieutenant.
Hmm.
And yeah, probably do that too. She'll go ahead and promote Timmy to chief engineer, and also promote him to full lieutenant.
Cool.
And next time on Up and Away, Volume 3, Lorr has escaped with Anya. Where will he go? What will he do? Is it even really Lorr? The baby? Both? Mother? And what will the crew of the Destiny do now? Next time, Commander Callus, or Captain Callus as it is at the moment while the captain is not conscious, is going to gather everyone together. All of the officers, which includes you. Actually, I feel like you guys probably outnumber the fucking previous office now that people have died, and like you guys really are
Yeah.
the officers of the ship now. She's going to gather everybody to figure out your next move. So think about it. What is your next move? Next time on Up and Away, Volume 3.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a start to the season.
Oh yeah. Yes, yes, yes. I'm excited to see what happens. Also, be glad that you failed your checks to hook the Sin ship up to the Destiny. I'm thinking that actually not have been a good idea for you guys. Because it's not that there was no power, it's that Lorr was depriving you of power. So
So you would have messed it up.
had you like linked directly and been successful, there might have been a little struggle there, and you could have possibly lost control of that Sin ship. You probably also know that now, after analyzing things and now that you have all of the information. But yeah, as you were like like when you said that, I was like, because I made I actually I actually made an intelligence check, a secret intelligence check for Mike, and he failed. He got a 19.
Wow.
Because he was going to be like, hey, maybe this isn't, maybe, I don't know if it's really a good idea. But then, fortunately, you guys failed a bunch, so you didn't have, well, or unfortunately, because that might have been fun to have Lorr. That might have actually changed things a lot. But anyway,
He
So
stole
yes.
our OG ship. That
so
fucker.
the other so what would have
Yeah,
what
the
would have happened?
Lucchesi, man.
So what would have happened had we not figured out the had we not figured out how to jettison the thing?
The sequence?
Oh,
We
yeah,
would have gotten down to
it would have blown up the ship and everybody would have died.
and the game would have been over.
I figured you guys would be able to
I mean, you made it pretty simple for us. Just
Yeah, I made
walk
it
and
pretty
rise.
simple. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't some
Uh,
crazy thing.
It's
But
fancy.
Ew.
It's a fancy.
Fancy the black cat is
Jay just pieced out. Jay's gone.
Yeah, you
Oh wait. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, what
What'd you do?
Ellie? Ellie's the name of Garrett's dog?
I
Yep.
I accidentally
Mhm.
started the end. I hit the wrong thing. I started like the song, like the end. We were still going. So for a second the like and subscribe thing came up because I hit
Oh,
the
well.
wrong thing. But yeah, and then we got a Super Dungeon Brothers because I was like, shit, what am I doing? Anyway, we're back to the thanks for watching screen, and Jay's out, so we gotta be out anyway.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
yes, so for real though, think about what your characters will suggest for going forward, because there's really, from here things are kind of open, right? Like, you're at a spot where things are like, what's the next thing that you guys need to do? It's really kind of a big question mark. So definitely think about what your characters will prioritize.
Yeah. I think
Mhm.
I think it's pretty easy for Timmy, and I guess I'll have to figure out something for Solus and Guthix.
And when I say that,
Zimith
I
is
don't.
still alive, right?
What's that?
Zimith?
Yes, Zemeth is still alive. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I'm talking about is not like your individual characters, but what
A whole game plan of
yeah, like
the
what the
plot.
whole game, like what you're gonna do, like hey, the priority is trying to figure out what happened to Anya, or hey, maybe should we still just be looking for the next Gengar? Are like, Lorr's alive? Are we like, do we maybe he's headed to Sin? Maybe he's headed to Auron? Like, maybe we have to figure out where he's headed. There's like a lot of things, to do. Also, you're still following the map, presumably. So, anyway, all that stuff. Think about it.
Yeah. Cool.
And,
Well, I guess I am going to peace out. I'm
yeah.
quite tired myself. So.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
good night,
Yep.
guys.
Yeah.
Anybody that watched, thanks for watching our stream. We appreciate you. Hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We've been the Dix in the Dark, and we'll see you later.
Peace.
Going over.